League play at 1-11, and both teams are 4-22 on the season. So with me tonight,
I'd say evenly matched.
yeah,
Uh, I don't know that we'll necessarily get an artistic game out here, but it ought to be close. In fact, I don't have anything in front of me to find out who their wins were against in league.
yeah, I know Centralia beat Green River earlier this year. Hey, just as a side note, we were just talking about this before the game starts. So Kelsey Plum of UW scored 57 tonight and is now the NCAA all-time women's scorer. So
Pretty
that's,
good.
That's something at 5'8". That's, you gotta.
Yeah, 5'8", 140. But, I don't think size is going to really matter in her case when she goes out of the women's NBA because she's relentless. I think she's a gym rat and just always looking to work to improve, et cetera, and completely fearless. So I think she's got a pretty nice future for her if she gets on the right team.
Right.
Which you could say that about a lot of players.
Let's join Jerry Owens as he does the introductions here.
Okay. And we appreciate the time and effort they have put in here at the college. First, Mr. Joshua Broughton. Josh. Thank you for your time here, hours and work that you put in to make the program a better program. We really appreciate it, what you have done for the sports and the basketball program here at Centralia College. And next, Mr. Seth Earhorn. Seth. Unfortunately, Seth got injured earlier this year and was not able to complete the rest of the year, but was here last year and a great player, a great individual, and just really contributed a lot to the program. We certainly appreciate his and his family's time here and what, again, they have contributed to Centralia College and this community. Thanks, gentlemen. Let's give them a big round of applause. And now we'll introduce the starting lineup for the Green River Gators. A 6'5" freshman, number 13, Kaylin Crane. 6'6" sophomore, number 22, Terry Omar. 6'3" sophomore, 24, Cole Lockett. A 6'4" freshman, number 42, Anthony Hill. And a 5'10" sophomore, number 55, Jordan Washington. And the rest of the Gators, Mr. Ryan Blassingame, Marcus Graham, and Courtney Darby assisting. And now the starting lineup for the Blazers. A 6'2" freshman from Lacey, number 1, LeBrandon Price. From Lacey, a 6'6" freshman, number 2, Austin Curry. And from Nevada, California, a sophomore at 6'2", number 3, Josh Broughton. From Puyallup, a 6'3" freshman, 22, Braden Hannell. And from Lacey, a 6'4" freshman, 33, DJ Dorsey. And the Blazers, Mr. Jason Moyer, Mr. Jonathan McMillan, the coaches. And thanks to our coaches for the time they have put in. Let's give them a round of applause. Mr. Jason Moyer and Mr. Jonathan McMillan. Thank you, gentlemen, for your work here at the college this year.
All right, thank you to Jerry for those starting lineups. And we got the game ready to go. At top of the league is South Puget Sound. They've had some struggles in the years past, but 13-0 this year.
They're 13-0. They really have been good. And, and I think it's Pierce is in second. And what's interesting about that is they're 9-3 in league and 21-6 overall. Their head coach is Bill Mendelson, who used to be the coach at South Puget Sound before moving on to Steilacoom.
Yeah, and Mendelson actually has won a championship at Pierce.
Oh, has he? Okay.
Yeah, a few years ago. In fact, Virgil Matthews' brother played on the team right before they won the championship. So we're ready to start this game. I'm going to turn it over to you.
Okay. Thank you, Wade. Right, both teams around the center tip-off circle. Centralia in their home white, Green River in the road black, and the Blazers getting the tip and right off the bat. Coming down the floor, DJ Dorsey with the layup. giving the Blazers a 2-0 lead. Here we go, underway at Michael Smith Gymnasium here in Centralia. And there's a pass in the front court. It's going to be knocked into the pep band leader. Caught him on the caught him on the right forearm. Got to keep watching. Oh, three-pointer is up and in by Green River's Kalen Crane, the 6'5 freshman from Vegas. It's now 3-2 Gators. 19 and a half to go here in the first half. Now for the Blazers there in the front court, working baseline right is Joshua Broughton. Gets a pass out to the right side. Austin Curry, three-pointer, no good. And there's a shot by DJ Dorsey. That's off the top, off the rim, no good. Ball movement. There's a pass down to Dorsey, down low in the paint. Puts it up, puts it in off the glass and the blocks.
Yeah, they have some good players up front for Centralia.
It's now 4-3 Blazers. Just over 19 minutes to go here in the first half. Green River in the front court. With the basketball right in front of us is Jordan Washington. Gets it off of the right corner. Back up top it goes. Trying to see around the referee. Makes a better door than window. There's a shot from the left side off the rim. No good. Centralia gets the rebound. Player knocked down. That's Broughton. Whistle blown and a foul called for pushing off.
Yeah, Broughton injuring his ankle last year and missed a few games. So want to be careful this year that he doesn't get hurt again.
Foul called against Anthony Hill of Green River. 6'4 freshman from Federal Way. Blazers in the front court. Broughton in the lane. Looping layup is up and in. Off the glass. Just a scoop layup, and now the Blazers doubling it up on Green River, 6-3. Gators in the front court. That's Washington on the left point. Gets it off to the right point now with the basketball is Crane. Into the right corner, goes pass down into the paint. Now there's a spin move inside, up and in off the glass. Tarek Omer for Green River, another player out of Vegas for Green River. He's a double-double waiting to happen for that team, and coming in the other direction. Oh my goodness, a leaning layup. Up and in by Austin Curry. Got a little body English on that one. It's now 8-5 Centralia, 18:05 to go in the first half. Other end, they're just running and gunning at both ends. Shot taken by Green River. That's off the rim, no good. Dorsey the rebound for the Blazers. Gets the ball off to LeBrandon Price. Oh, there's a pass down to Dorsey. Couldn't handle it. Green River comes up with it. Gators in the front court. There's a pass in. Down low, putting it up and putting it in is Anthony Hill. Now 8-7, Centralia lead cut to 1, 17:38 to go. Now driving down the lane, oh, nice scoop shot off the rim, no good by Curry. Green River with the rebound. Gators in the front court, working up top is Washington, gets the pass off to Crane in the left corner, back up to Washington up top. Try to go inside, not going to do it, going to go back outside. Three-pointer is up and in from the right wing by Anthony Hill. He's got 7 points that I can come up with off the top of my head.
Yeah, nice touch.
That was. Now Gators take the lead 10-8. Centralia in the front court, working the ball around the perimeter. There's Broughton on the right side. Back up top it goes. Dorsey, three-pointer off the front of the iron. No good. Rebound, Green River. Here come the Gators in transition. Over the half-court line is Washington on the left-hand side. Back out to Kalen Crane. He's going to call a play as he brings it out to the left point. Keeps his dribble, though. He's going to stop and pop for the free throw line. Up and in. Kalen Crane with a deuce. I don't think we're going to see a whole lot of defense here.
I'm getting tired just watching the back and forth here. You know, boy, I mean, it's wearing me out.
Here's Centralia in the front court. They are trailing by 4 at 12-8. The basketball is LeBrandon Price on the left point. Going to dribble it up to the top of the key. Crossover, gets a shot up for three. It's no good, but he was fouled on his way up, and that's going to send LeBrandon Price, a 6'2 freshman from Lacey. And he got a multiple choice as far as what high school that would be. Might be River Ridge, might be North Thirst. There's another one in there somewhere, I think.
Yeah. I wish they were more specific. They should list their high school, not their hometown. Yeah.
And the first three for Price is off the rim, no good, as we're going to see number 21 come into the game for Centralia. That is Tyrese George, 6'7 freshman from Kapolei, Hawaii. Tallest player on the floor for either team. Next free throw for Price is up and in. 16:21 to go here in the first half. 12-9. As we'll see DJ Dorsey check out. Another Lacey product, one of three. Younger brother of former Husky forward Donovan Dorsey.
Yeah.
Who transferred out. I'm not sure where he went. Did he go to Montana? I can't recall where he went.
Not positive where he went, but I remember him playing for the Huskies when he did.
Third free throw is up and in for Price. It's now a 2-point deficit for the Blazers. 12-10. Green River with the lead in the basketball. Looking to go inside. Putting it up and in. Tough angle for number 24, Cole Luckett. 6'3" guard out of Auburn. And the Gator lead back up to 4 and coming in the other direction. Oh, layup attempt by Curry is no good. Off the front of the rim, here comes, in transition. Flying down the lane and stuffing it for the Gators is Kalen Crane, the 6'5" forward from Las Vegas. Other end, here is a traveling violation called on Austin Curry, who went down the lane, took an extra step before he left the floor. Too bad. Nice move.
Yeah, Curry's, he's very athletic. I've seen him, all year long, and he's made some great shots. He's able to switch hands in the air. I mean, does a lot of good things when he has the ball.
6-point Green River lead at 16-10, 15:36 to go here in the opening half from Michael Smith Gymnasium. Gators in the front court, 3-point shot, right corner off the rim, no good by Hill. And rebound shagged down to the far corner by Green River, but there's an outlet pass, though, that was picked off by one of the Centralia players. That is Dante Sims, a 6-foot freshman from Juneau. That would be in Alaska. State capital. I've actually been to Juneau.
Have you been to Juneau?
I have on a cruise, yeah. That's about the only way you can get there, actually. There's no roads leading to in or out of Juneau.
How long ago was that you were on that cruise?
4 years, I think.
So pretty recent, huh?
Yeah. Man, great food. You didn't want to get off the ship. And at the other end, there is Braden Hanold, who puts one in on the right-hand side. Hope they put it up on the scoreboard, though. It's 16-12, I believe. Maybe they didn't count it. Now here's another shot by Green River at the other end. No good. Rebound pulled down by Tyrese George. There they go. Okay, it wasn't just me. It often is. Here's a 3-point bomb. Air ball by Braden Hanold, and coming up with the rebound, or I guess how do you rebound an air ball? I'm not sure, but Joshua Broughton came up with it.
Yeah, Hanold's usually a pretty good 3-point shooter, though. I've seen him hit a lot of threes this year.
It is the final home game for, the one player in uniform for Centralia is Joshua Broughton.
Yeah.
Seth Thorhorn got hurt earlier this season, as at the other end here for Green River, that was Armand Brar. Missed a layup attempt and a scramble for the loose ball. But Seth Airhorn got hurt during the season, and I think Centralia really lost a lot when he went down because he did a lot of things for this team.
Yeah, last year he was like a workhorse for them, and it was kind of disappointing to see him go down. Talking to him in class too, he said he probably will not play again. I said, well, you should have at least 2 more years of eligibility. He said, well, I'm probably giving it up.
Yeah.
So. It's too bad. He's a very scrappy player.
There are schools I think that could use him, certainly in the NAIA D3. He can at least play at that level, certainly, and maybe even look at Central in D2.
Yeah.
Centralia in the backcourt, they are trailing 16-12, 14-12 to go here in the first half. Setting up for the inbound pass is Austin Curry of the Blazers.
And again, the men playing 2 20-minute halves, and women playing 4 10-minute quarters.
Still getting used to the quarter system.
Yeah, it's different.
It's like the women's NBA. Right, Blazers in the front court. Dorsey at the high post has the ball pop loose. Gets it back. He's going to go in the lane. Takes a shot. No good. Put back attempt. No good by Curry. And he gets his own rebound. He'll take another shot. That one's up and in. Off the back of the rim, and it dropped through. So it's now a 2-point Green River lead.
Yeah, refs letting a lot of physical play.
They are letting him play. And there's a layup attempt by Green River. That's no good. That was Cole Luckett. Blazers with a rebound and a traveling violation called on Joshua Broughton. He came over the half-court line to the far side of the court. Took an extra step. Smaller crowd tonight, quite a bit from that game against, both games against Lower Columbia on Wednesday.
Lower Columbia, a very good traveling team. They got a great booster program going. They're very active down there, that's for certain. There's a shot for Green River down low. Anthony Hill, he's got to be approaching double figures if he hasn't hit it already. 18-14, just over 13 to go in the first half. DJ Dorsey looked like he was going to take a shot driving in for the right side, but then he dumped off a pass in the lane for Austin Curry, who was setting up with the blocks, but I don't think Austin was expecting it. No, I think he was looking for the rebound.
Getting set. All right, but Centralia maintains a three-point shot. Is off the rim, no good. That was handled, and the Gators with a rebound. Over the half-court line is Kaylin Crane. Just inside that center tip-off circle. Centralia look like they're setting up at a 1-3-1 zone. Here's a three-pointer from the right point. Off the rim, no good by Luckett. Blazers with a rebound. Here's Curry over the half-court line, far side. He'll get it off to Dante Sims. Three-point attempt is no good, but a putback is up and in. And I have my head down. Was that Donovan or DJ Dorsey?
No.
I'm going to call him Donovan all night.
That
I'm
was
afraid.
number 22 right here.
Oh, Braden Hanold. Okay.
Yeah,
And he's got the
I know
ball
it.
now in the front court, and there's Dorsey. They got that ball moving. Nice ball movement. There's a little whoop. Ball got away from him. Now Green River has it. Little scrambly here. 18-16 our score. Green River by 2. Scoring has cooled down a little bit after a pretty torrid start here in the first half.
They might be tiring out.
That could be. I know.
Pushing
I'm going to get a little tired. I'm just
Yeah.
sitting in a chair. I couldn't imagine being on the floor going through all this. There's Washington baseline right, taking a shot. It was blocked. He gets it back, though. Passes it back out to Anthony Hill. That's going to be taken away now by Centralia. Down the floor they go. Oh! In and out tough lucker by Austin Curry, but he was fouled on his way up with the shot. And he'll probably go to the free throw line with a couple of attempts here.
Curry looks so graceful when he's up in the air, doesn't he?
He does. A lot of these guys do.
Oh, yeah.
You see some real D1 skills out here.
They're playing above the rim, as they would say, all of these guys. And, the interesting thing is that a lot of them look really skinny to me. And, in the next couple of years as they play, they'll probably put a lot of muscle. And, they'll fill out a little bit. They look skinny, but man, can they jump.
Well, they can. And they're strong enough, certainly.
Oh, definitely, yeah. For their own body weight, yeah.
Got a 30-second timeout on the floor. 11:52 to go here in the first half. Green River leading Centralia in the nightcap game, 18-16. The Lady Blazers winning the opener.
Yeah, let's see what that score was. That was, let's see, I have that listed.
62 to 49.
Here it is, right here. Yeah,
64-52.
Yeah. They had a great season under first-year coach Caleb Sells.
And almost with all freshmen, too. Sydney Cole
Yeah.
Vogler came back, the only returnee from last year, and she didn't start playing until after the first of the season, or the first of the year, rather, as she was injured. Okay, so now here at the line is Austin Curry. First of 2 free throws is up and in, making it a 1-point ball game. And Sid, I believe, I think she's going to be playing fast pitch this spring as well.
I think she does, yes.
I think they call it softball in the NWAC. Second free throw off the rim, no good. Rebound pulled down by Anthony Hill of Green River. And
Wait,
about
I was
Go
gonna
ahead,
say,
it's
they have
good.
a soccer team this year, too, in the fall.
That's
So
right. A lot
you-
of the soccer
weren't you-
players. I did do the PA
That's
for
right.
soccer, yeah. And
So-
played the music. And
Yeah.
apparently we had a neighbor who was a few blocks away who took some exception one night.
to your selections or just the overall?
No, I think it was just the overall thing.
Yeah.
The girls wanted the tunes cranking for pregame, and I think it was impinging on the O'Reilly factor.
Yeah.
Anyway, here is Centralia. Nice work by Austin Curry
You
in
could see the
transition.
travel,
Came
though.
up, but he did travel. Again, so we're seeing a lot of
One-on-one.
traveling tonight.
Yeah. He just lost control as he was taking his step.
So still a 1-point game, 18-17. A good first season for the women's soccer team here at Centralia. Had a chance for the playoffs until the last couple weeks of the season. At the other end, here's Anthony Hill up and in. Now we know for sure he's in double figures. It's a 3-point lead for Green River. It's 20-17, 11:02 to go here in the first half.
Hill listed at 6'4".
Boy, he gets up a lot higher than you would expect a 6'4" player.
Yeah.
There's a missed shot by Centralia. Green River gets the ball back over the half-court line. Kaylin Cray, the 6'5" freshman from Las Vegas, in the front court, work at the right point. Cross-court pass goes out to Washington on the left side. Back up to Crane. Up top, looking to go inside, spin move, gets it back out to Washington. 3-point shot. Left point is off the iron, no good. Battle for the rebound. And coming up with it momentarily, at least, was Cole Luckett. He was trying to go back with it, but the ball was popped loose over the end line. And it will be Green River basketball.
Yeah, a lot of bumping in the key there. No foul call. Well, until the end of it. So,
I'm not really sure what happened
yeah,
there.
I think they were going to do a substitution, but we're they're going to do the subs. I think the players were a little confused on that one too.
They're eager. Well, you know, both teams, I'm sure, are looking at this game as one that they can that they've got a really good chance of winning, and that hasn't been the experience for either team really so much this year. So I think they might be working a little harder, and they might be pressing a little harder as
Yep.
well.
Want to get in the game and it's
make
playing
things
time,
happen.
and
It's a 3-point difference, 2017. Gators up. They've got the basketball in the front court just to the left of the Centralia basket. Now they're taking their time setting things up here, and I'm not really sure what the holdup was,
Yeah.
but here we go now. Inbounds pass comes to the far side. That's Lars Stenseth. Tries to get a pass up at the top of the key. It's going to be popped loose by Broughton, but picked up again by Green River. That was Tommy Gator
called
from
blocking foul.
from Waukegan, Illinois.
Wow.
Two players from Waukegan on Green River. Jack Benny's hometown.
Yeah. Little trivia for you there.
That's about the only trivia for Waukegan I have. I know it's not too far from Chicago, but that's about it. Inbounds pass, and taking the pass was Cole Luckett. And a foul on the inbounds.
Price, it looks like.
I guess LeBrandon Price, that's his first personal. Third team foul against Centralia, 5 against Green River here in the first half. Gators in the front court. They're working the ball around the perimeter. Cross-court pass to Kalen Crane. Gets it off to Stenseth in the left corner. Another cross-court pass right-hand side. It's going to go to Tommy Gator. Gator, another long pass that's going to land in the front row. A fan with the stocking cap caught it. No eligibility, though. So they're going to give it to Centralia. In the backcourt, here's Price. Inbounds it to Dante Sims. Sims over the half-court line. He's going to hand it off to Curry. Curry playing way out of top. Just under 10 to go here in the first half. Curry going to go inside. Looping layup is up and in. Austin Curry, nice body English on that one. It's now a 1-point game at 20-11.
Yeah, just under 10 minutes left in the first half, too.
2019. Gators lead by 1, but there was a pass on the far side knocked out over the sideline. And Green River will maintain it. Ball last touched by a Centralia player. On the inbounds will be Tommy Gator. Gator being pressured on the throw-in by LeBrandon Price. Gets the ball in to number 24. That's Luckett. Luckett lost the ball, pops it loose, and DJ Dorsey has it. In the front court now are the Blazers, and Dorsey going in the lane, taking a shot, no good, wouldn't have counted. They're going to call him for a charge. And I'd have to say that was a pretty good call.
Yeah.
Looked like the guy had his feet set.
He seemed to, yeah.
9:18 remaining here in the first half. 1-point ball game. Well, we were looking for a competitive one, and it's been just that. Both teams looking for their second win of the league season, 5th overall. They're both 1-11 in the NWAC West, and both are 4-22 overall. On the far side of the front court, there's a pass that goes out of bounds into the pep band.
Well,
Kind of nice having a pet band this year.
They're not going to be able to play if they keep him that ball over there. And we saw the conductor hit once. He probably can't keep time anymore because his arm.
I know. There's Dorsey underneath. Oh, quasi hook is off the rim, no good. Long rebound to Kalen Crane.
Yeah, you're right about the pep band, though. It's been great having him here.
It's been quite a while. That's for certain. Other end, here's a 2-3-point shot. Oh, win it out to Flucker for Cole Luckett. Centralia with a rebound. Coming in over the half-court line is Robbie and Harris. There's a shot off the rim, no good. Stenseth, the rebound for Green River. Gators in transition, coming down the lane, putting it up, putting it in is Cole Luckett. 6'3" sophomore from Auburn. It's now a 3-point. Green River lead at 22-19, 8:18 to go here in the half. Blazers, front court. Stopping his dribble is Price at the top of the key. Well, they're going to do kind of a give and go. Oh, reverse layup attempt by Robbie and Harris, no good. There was a putback attempt that was no good, but a whistle blown and a foul call underneath.
Thought that putback was going to be good.
It did. It kind of hung on there for a while. We'll have a couple of substitutions. We'll have 3 of them now as we see Joshua Broughton checking back into the game, as well as Tyrese George and Braden Hanold for Centralia. Blazers with the basketball in the front court. Here's Hanold. Right side goes up top to Austin Curry. Curry inside, puts it up, puts it in. This time on the left side of the lane, driving through. He's really shown some nice inside moves tonight.
Yeah, I really like watching him all season long.
He's quick. Gets good body control, too. It's 22-21. Green River on top. They've got the ball in the front court. There was a drive in the lane. Losing it, though, was Reuben Collier for Green River. Here come the Blazers. Curry, jump shot, free throw is up and in for the free throw line.
Looks like Curry hurt his foot there.
23-22 is our score. Blazers back on top. As we'll be seeing Robbie and Harris check back in for the Blazers momentarily. And now there's a turnover on Green River in the front court as head coach Jason Moyer.
Yeah.
Blazers calling a timeout, and it's going to be a full 60.
Normally you wouldn't call a timeout on a 2-on-1 fast break, but Curry, it looks like he hurt his foot and needed to get
they
out
wanted
of the
to
game.
get him out of there.
So if you're
makes
wondering
sense.
about why that happened, it wasn't that he wasn't paying attention. It's just that he needed to do that. You can hear that pep band. We've had them all year long, and it's been great, as you mentioned, to actually have them out here playing, sparking the crowd. And we should have like a halftime show of Gazoo players or something.
Oh, there we are.
Would that be fun? So, hey, let's get back to this for a second here. So Kelsey Plum of UW scoring 57 points. That's she's only 5'8", and now is the all-time leader.
She is. She passed Jackie Stiles.
I remember when Jackie Stiles hit that record too.
Yeah, and she was. In fact, I remember she was. She played for Portland in the
Was she the first pick of the WNBA that year? Or maybe the second or third. I can't remember.
Second or third, yeah. I don't think she was first overall, but she
Right.
got the Rookie of the Year, which was rather interesting because I believe that was when I don't know if that was the year Sue Bird came out. Graduate or Lauren Jackson. I think
pretty
it might have
close
been
to
Lauren
it.
Jackson.
Yeah.
But of course, Jackie Stiles' career faded
Right.
pretty quickly after going to Portland and getting Rookie of the Year. And conversely, both Jackson and Birdie are probably going to end up in Springfield.
Yeah.
I think they both are.
And Stiles is now a coach for the team she played for.
Southeast Missouri, I think
Yeah.
she was from.
Yeah.
In Cape Girardeau. That's right. Here we are with the Blazers with the basketball in the front court. Oh, put up attempt is no good for the layup. Now there's Robbie and Harris down low. They're going to work the ball around the perimeter, and I'm not really sure.
I'm not sure what
I'm
happened.
not
on
sure
there.
what that is either. It's been too long since I've called one of these games, but I don't recall ever seeing that motion.
No, I don't. Too bad the refs aren't mic'd up. We can hear what they have to. They need to do it like
that could
football.
be dangerous. Oh,
they
there you go. There you go.
turn on that little thing. And
Yeah, so Jerry Siemens in the waiting there. There's going to be a foul called,
Broughton.
and that is going to be Joshua Broughton. That's his second personal. 5th team foul against the Blazers. Green River with 6 here in the half. And right in front of us, you see Kaylin Crane inbound the basketball. Up top is Washington, just inside the half-court line in that center tip-off circle. Coming out to meet him is Braden Hanold. Puts it up now to the high post to Anthony Hill. And foul is going to be called away from the ball from Jordan Washington, the 5'10 sophomore from Dallas. Don't see too many guards wearing number 55. That's kind of an
very
eye-opener.
unusual.
And 44 that we haven't seen him yet, I don't think. Michael Williams. Green River here. Down the lane. Nice work, Tyrese George. 6'7 freshman out of Hawaii. Giving the Blazers a 3-point lead, 25-22, 6.5 to go here in the opening half. Green River, front court. There's Washington looking to drive inside. Goes in on Hanold, puts it in, puts it up and in off the glass.
Nice shot by him.
That was. Now a 1-point game, and there's a kind of a hook pass. Rather careless one by Brandon Price is picked off by Green River. Now over the half-court line is Reuben Collier. Back out to Crane. Looking for a play to call. Just holding the ball. He's got 18 seconds on the shot clock. Now they're going to get things going. Here's Stenset. trying to set up a screen at the high post. As Crane brings it around now to the left-hand side. Pass off to Hill. He's going to go in the lane. Jump shot from about 7 feet out. No good. Left side. Rebound Centralia. Here come the Blazers. Over the half-court line is Broughton. Broughton in down low to Robbie and Harris. Robbie and can't hang on to it. And it's going to be Green River basketball. Thought they might call a foul in there.
Yeah,
there
it
was
looked
some,
like they could have.
some contact, but referee ruling instead that Robbie stepped out of bounds.
Yeah, one thing I like about Broughton is he's kind of that workhorse. You need someone to get a rebound. You need someone not to shoot but to pass the ball, work it through him. He's always there to do that.
25-24, 5:16 to go, opening half. Gators with the basketball, driving the lane. Layup attempt is no good by Luckett. Rebound Centralia. Here comes Price over the half-court line, gets the ball off. It's going to be a three-pointer from the right side, taken by Hanold, no good. Rebound Green River. And Gators in transition. Kalen Crane going up and flushing it. Well, he just got ahead on that break and threw it down. That's the second dunk of the night. And Green River back on top by one. There's a shot by LeBrandon Price. That's no good. Foul is going to be called underneath.
Yeah, Broughton with that rebound. Again, he's that guy that he just kind of like that workhorse.
Does a lot of things for this team. He's a 6'2" sophomore from Novato, California, which I think that's near the Bay Area. I'm not 100% certain, but perhaps it might be the East Bay. I'm not really sure. Just looking at a map of that segment of California not that long ago. First free throw for Broughton is up and in. We are tied at 26. 4:46 to go here in the first half. Blazers in the bonus situation at the line. Green River now has 18 fouls. That was Lars Stenstedt's first, as the second free throw from Broughton is up and in. Blazers back on top by one. It's 27-26. Coming out of the backcourt is Cole Luckett. Looking at a 2-3 zone. He's going to stop and pop. Three-pointer is off the rim high, and rebound yanked down by Tyrese George of the Blazers. Centralia in the front court. Broughton off to Hanold. Fake the threes on the right-hand side. Oh, little pass over the head. Right down low. Oh, there's the highlight reeler to Tyrese George for the deuce.
We had instant replay. We'd be watching that.
No, I tell you, a Sports Center moment, that's for sure. Other end, there's a reverse layup by Cole Luckett, driving baseline right to left, and Blazers lead now at one at 29-28. 4 minutes even to go here in the first half. Been pretty entertaining.
Yeah.
Now there's George working the high post, going to turn around, shoot off the rim, no good. Rebound is hauled down by Washington of Green River, and he's going to be tied up and fouled, I believe, by LeBrandon Price.
Been a very quick first half here.
It's been pretty quick.
3:47.
Now that foul, they posted it. They call it a. It's on DJ Dorsey, apparently, his first personal. Washington front court, working the right point. It's passing down low to Stenstedt. Little jumper is up and in from about 7 or 8 feet out on the right-hand side. Green River back on top, 30-29. Now coming over the half-court line is Curry for the Blazers. Gets it off to Broughton, right side, going to go inside. Oh, dumps a pass off down low to Dorsey. Gets it back outside. Three-pointer from Curry, way off the mark, but Blazers get the rebound. Now here's Hanold, another three-pointer. That's off the rim for the left point. Whistle blown, foul called. And is that going to go on LeBrandon Price? That is. That's his second personal foul, 16 foul with 3:10 to go here in the first half. Now Washington going to come up under the rather not real tight pressure from Curry. He's over the half-court line now. There's Kalen Crane again, driving inside. There's a collision between him and DJ Dorsey. And they're going to call a charging foul on Crane.
That was a close one.
That was it, yeah. Looked like DJ might have been moving his feet, but he'll take it.
Sure.
He'll take it. It's Crane's first personal, 9th team foul. Not a shooting foul, though, so Centralia have to get their points Out of a set. And there's a pass. Oh, nearly went out of bounds. Price kept it in bounds. Nice work. Nice hustle. Here's Price now looking to go baseline. Nope, drops it off to Dorsey. DJ is going to go up inside, taking a shot. No good. Whistle blown. Foul called. And judging by the reaction, looks like it's going to go on Jordan Washington. Nope. Anthony Hill.
I think there'll
Wrong
be,
paint expression, I guess.
It's really been fast-paced. There'll be a lot of Gatorade during the halftime here, I think, to keep hydrated. Just wonder if they were wearing a Fitbit, how many footsteps they'd get in. I'd like to see the footsteps, the number of footsteps from one of the players.
No, get one of those pedometers.
Have
You probably have to have something a little more than the standard pedometer. for that.
Probably, yeah. It'd be interesting to.
DJ Dorsey at the line. We are tied at 30-30. 2:36 to go here in the first half. And Dorsey's second free throw is off the mark. No good. Rebound. Pulled down by Green River. Armand Brar. Get it off to Washington. He's going to cross over the timeline on the left side. Being watched out there defensively by Curry. Curry staying right with it. Now looking to go around the screen. There isn't one. He's going to drop it off to Crane. Looked like he was trying to swoop in from the left-hand side, but a whistle blown and a foul called. Well, they weren't going to give him a dunk on that one.
Yeah, I think that they were sending a message there that we're not going to just let you, come down the lane and stuff that. So
he's going to get 2 points. He's going to have to do it from 15 feet away here.
Yeah.
As Joshua Broughton gets the foul on that. That's his third here in the game. Both teams now in the bonus situation. Well, it looked like it never was. First shot for Crane is up and in. And Crane stepping over the line on his follow through and tried to hold back, but did they call it back? Well, they haven't put, there it is. A little slow on the switch there. 31-30. Green River on top at 1 and make it 2 as Crane hits the second one. Now a 2-point Green River lead at 32-30. 2:15 remaining here in the first half. Top of the key front court is Curry. Going to hand it off to Hanold. Jump shot from the free throw line is up and in. Braden Hanold, who I don't think was playing for the team at the beginning of the season. I don't recall. It's looked pretty good tonight, though. We are tied up at 32 all, just under 2 minutes to go here in the half. That's been a pretty quickly played one. Gators in the front court. There's a steal taken down the floor as Joshua Broughton puts it up and jams it.
All 6'2" of him going up high.
That was all Broughton from the steal to the drive and the flush. Now, other end, there's a, my goodness. Reverse layup attempt by Cole Luckett. Got hammered, hit the deck hard, but he popped right back up. Clock stopped at 1:33 to go. The Blazers up by 2. Now both teams are in the bonus situation.
Yeah, I think Blazers sending a message that, you're not going to get any easy buckets. You come down into the lane here.
DJ Dorsey with that foul. That's his third personal, so he and Broughton both have 3 here in the first half. First free throw up and rim rattler, no good by Cole Luckett. As we'll see, Tyrese George check back into the game for the Blazers for Dorsey. Broughton's still out there, though. Second free throw is up and in by Luckett. 34-33, Blazers by 1. Other end, there's Tyrese George slicing along the baseline, right-hand side. 6'7" freshman gives the Blazers a 3-point lead at 36-33. And now working the point, left-hand side is Kalen Crane. They're working the ball around there. Stenseth, jump shot, three-pointer, right corner off the rim, no good. Price with a rebound for Centralia. Blazers in transition. Alley-oop pass, a little more alley than Noop. They'll go back up top now to Brandon Price, and that's an air ball that he took, a little floater from just inside the free throw line.
Yeah, it looked like the defender may have touched it a little bit, possibly.
It's possible. He did have a good look when he went up, but it just came up a little short. Green River with a rebound. They're in the front court. There's a three-point shot from the left corner, taken no good by Luckett. Rebound Crane for Green River. He's going to pull it out, and they're going to work a half-court set here with 35 seconds of the game clock, 22 on the shot clock. Crane looking to go inside, gets stops and pops from the free throw line, no good. Skying for the rebound for the Blazers is Braden Hanold. Looking
20 seconds left.
Looking for a play called from the bench. Now coming over the half-court line is Curry. The front court now. Being watched loosely by Washington. 13 seconds left. Back out now to Broughton on the right point. Back to Hanold. 3-point shot. Left point up and in. 6-point lead for the Blazers. 1 second. And a shot from the half-court line. Oh, just missing by Jordan Washington. But the Blazers on that three-pointer from Braden Hanold give themselves their biggest lead of the night at 39-33. And, well, as we mentioned during the pregame, Wade, not really artistic, but entertaining and hard fought.
Very entertaining. Like seeing the play here. Sometimes, some of the teams slow it down so much that it's not as entertaining as you have said. Hey, nice Curry back in the game here. Hurt his foot, it looked like, and able to come back in and play again. So that's always nice to see. Also nice to see some former players coaching on the staff. We have Jonathan McMillan standing here waiting for some stats, has coached around the league. And
maybe we should give him a headset here and get some coaches' observations here.
Yeah, it'd be kind of interesting to get the observations. They come in with a 6-point lead at halftime, but it's good to see him. Coach for Adna, coach for the women's team here, and so good to see him on the staff. But anyways, very entertaining first half here. Got to be careful with those couple players with 3 fouls for Centralia, a couple starters, and you don't want to come out in the second half and get an early 4th foul.
Let's take a look at the first half stats. We just had them handed to us. And we'll start off with Centralia. We have one player in double figures. That is Austin Curry. He's got 11 points on 5 of 11 shooting from the field, including, total 5 of 9 from 3-point land. He's followed by the 9 points of Braden Hanold and 6 points for Joshua Broughton. 6 points also for Tyrese George off the bench, 3 of 5 shooting, 5 for DJ Dorsey, and 2 for LeBrandon Price. Playing but not scoring were Robbie Harris and Dante Sims. For Green River, Kalen Crane with 11 points, and I guess I'm a little surprised Anthony Hill with 9 points. I thought for sure that he had double figures in the first half, but missed him by not much. Colt Luckett with 7 in the first half for Green River, and then a slew of guys with just 2. George Washington, Lars Stenseth, and Tara Gomer. I guess 3 isn't really a slew.
Yeah, I don't think
a gaggle.
You could call it that. You know what I thought it was interesting? Early on, we saw a lot of 3-point shots, but if we look at the 3-point stats, Centralia 1 out of 10, and Green River just 2 out of what is
11.
that? 11. And I think the 3-point shots just weren't there, and they started to try to work it inside a little bit more. They sure did a lot of fast breaks, as there wasn't a lot of offense set up.
Centralia, by the way, is owning the boards here in the first half. 29 rebounds to the 19 of Green River, leading the category for the Blazers. Joshua Broughton, a guard, leading both teams, 6'2" guard, leading both teams with 6 rebounds, 4 apiece for DJ Dorsey, LeBrandon Price, and Austin Curry. So you've got a lot of guards in among the leading rebounders for these teams. Yeah. For Green River, their leading rebounder is Anthony Hill with 5 in the first half. Nobody else with more than 3. Assists, it's an 8-5 advantage for Green River. Nobody with more than 2 for them. That would be, Cole Luckett and Jordan Washington for Centralia. They had 5 assists, 2 of those going to Joshua Broughton and Braden Hanold. Now, points on free throws, 6 to 3. Centralia leading in that. Points off turnovers, it's pretty close. Centralia has scored 8 in transition rather. And Green River with 6. And let's take a look at the bench scoring, too. Pretty close there. Not really a whole lot, to be honest with you. Centralia with 6 points off the bench, and Green River with 2. The only player for the Gators off the bench who has scored. And back up to this category. Got to get used to these score sheets here. Lars Stenseth scoring a bucket on 1 of 2 shooting.
Yeah, you mentioned the rebounds with Broughton, and last season and this season, 6'2". He's, like I said, he's a kind of a workhorse. Has a number of assists there too, and off the court, Broughton is just he's kind of a quiet kid, but you get him talking about basketball, he just lightens up, and so I wonder if you know, where if he'll play someplace, he's one of the only sophomore actually dressed up to play. And you know he'll be moving on, but I wonder. I'll have to ask him next time I see him.
I think he would have a chance to move up and play in a four-year school because he does enough different things that some coach at that next level is going to see. You know, here's a guy that we can plug in. He may end up in a program where he's not going to necessarily be a starter,
Yeah.
but he's a guy who can contribute to a team in a lot of different ways. And like you say, he's a quiet kid.
Yep.
And a good guy too. And coaches are always looking for a good character. On their players too, so I think he's got a pretty good chance of moving on.
Yeah. So a lot of freshmen on the Centralia team, and you know hopefully a lot of those will come back because you get that experience of playing with each other, and it just seems like you know once you're used to each other, you get toward the end of the season, then you seem to play a little bit better. And that was true with the women's team. You know, Caleb Sell his first year, and he has just one sophomore really on the girls team. So early on, it seemed like they were struggling, but once they started to work together and got used to each other, as we got into league play, they really kind of took off there. So they're I believe that they are, for the women, are 17-4, 18-4 now, 18-9 rather. And so they had some early losses, but I think, you know, in league they're, 11-2, so they started to really kind of play together. And if you talk to some of the girls, that's what they would tell you, that with all the freshmen you have a new coach, you're learning. His system's pretty close to Shane Schutz. One of the things that I saw tonight, though, was they did a lot of full court press, which I haven't seen. Schutz used to do it quite a bit, but this year they haven't really done a lot of full court. But I imagine they're getting ready for the playoffs and they want to try some different things out.
Well, this is the time of the year that you really want to be peaking, and of course the big roadblock for the Lady Blazers in the league obviously was Lower Columbia, who's got to be one of the favorites going into the NWAC tournament when that comes around up in Everett for the second year. But you know, I like this team, but you know, you mentioned they haven't really thrown the press up that much, and they did it more last year when they had 7 players.
Yeah,
and,
you remember that?
And you just kept on expecting them all just to collectively just
collapse,
drop in. Yeah, but they managed to hang on in there though.
Yeah. So his philosophy may be a little bit different than Coach Schutz as far as the full court press, or maybe he just doesn't feel like his players are gonna do the full court press. I mean, he was out there coaching them all tonight. He was trying to get the players in the right spot, and sometimes they weren't there. So, but as you get to the playoffs, it's more of a half court game, and so maybe he just wants to slow the other team down, trying to do that full court press.
I've often thought that you could make a really compelling argument that this is the toughest level to coach at and be consistently successful because of the roster turnover.
Right.
Because you're not likely gonna have a player. Well, you can't have a player for more than 2 years of eligibility.
Right.
So, and between a player's freshman year and a sophomore year, they might be looking to move up to a 4-year school. So you often really don't know until school starts in September who you've got and how many you've got, and you have to tip your hat to the coaches who've been able to be successful in this league and at the junior college level entirely, because it's just a continually changing cast of characters.
Yeah, another thing that happens sometimes, I've seen it with some of the girls and some of the guys, is the commitment that they have to make to the team. They don't realize it's so much more that after their first year, a lot of them say, wow, I'm just going to get a job because, I love basketball, but it just takes so much time and such a big commitment that I've seen some really good players, not come back their second year, not because they didn't like it, not because, they didn't like the coach or their teammates, but they wanted to get a job and go to work.
Well, it's a transitional time in their lives because you're out of high school, and in a lot of cases you've moved away from home for the first time. You're out getting a job. I mean, you're transitioning from being a high school kid to an adult, and your priorities change sometimes. And your love for basketball may not necessarily lessen, but your ability to commit yourself to coming out and practicing every day and making those road trips. You might have the trip up to Skagit Valley, here, there, wherever. And it really doesn't drop off after you get out of high school. If anything, the travel is more so at the college level because the schools are farther apart.
Yeah.
And then you've got, you might have a load of 10, 12, 15 credit hours, and not all classes are that easy.
No. That's a lot, I mean, put that with your college, the classes you have, and you got the the practice, and that can take a lot out of you. Hey, speaking of the high schools, we have the high school all-star game that the college puts on every year. That's coming up March 8th. I believe it's a Wednesday night. And it's been kind of fun doing that the last, I don't know, we've done it for quite a while. But it's good to see that the local talent, some, come here, and you see some of the local players going to other colleges and some not playing after the All-Star game. But it's kind of fun to see a lot of the local talent out here playing against each other.
And I know I'd like to see more of the local talent stay around and go to Centralia because, you watch them for 4 years in high school. You'd like to see them take their first step into college locally. But again, it's a chance to move away from home and get a little independence. And I know I went to high school in Renton, and so where did I go to college? Port Angeles, which they had dorms, which, boy, that was a mistake on my part because.
Was it, what call it? Was that
Peninsula?
Peninsula, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In fact, I was a public address announcer there for Art Farrow was the athletic director, and now they've got an award named after him in the NWAC. So Art was a good guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, passed away several years ago.
Yeah.
Well, it is halftime. We thought we'd mention that. It's 39-33, and Centralia leading by 6. They were trailing in this one quite a bit in the first half, but they started getting it going there towards the last 5 minutes or so and pulled in the lead. And the 6-point lead is the biggest, I think, for both teams, actually. I don't think Green River ever got more than 4 points ahead.
It seems like early on there, it seemed like some of the players were playing one-on-one, and it seems like as Centralia started playing more team ball and passing a little bit more, they seemed to get their offense going and scored a little bit more and able to come back, go on a little bit of a run.
And that kind of alludes to another tough part about coaching at this level too, is that you've got guys who are looking to move on to the next level, so they're not always going to be looking to move the ball out and give the ball up. They want those shots. So it's a little tougher to, you're hurting cats in some cases, and you're trying to get players, it's okay, you can pass, and
you see that from time to time, definitely. So, it's funny because from high school you get to this level and the players are, you have more all-stars playing. And in the high school, sometimes you have some players that aren't going to move on. And now you're playing against a full team of really good players. And so you've got to adjust so that, my hat's off to those players that can do that and go on to another level. So you want to take a minute break here?
Or two.
Okay, we'll do that, and we'll be back with the second half in just a couple of minutes. Players are coming back out to warm up, and in about 3 minutes we'll start that second half for you. You can enjoy the pep band. Actually, I'm going to turn down the sound, and we'll be back in about 3 minutes. Centralia leading 39-33.
Okay, we are back. Run, Hyde. It's 39-33. Our second half about to get underway. Centralia leading Green River in the final home game of the 2016-2017 season. Gators going to be going from our right to our left here in the second half. They've got the basketball to start things off. Front court, there is a, jump shot from the right wing. Taken by Anthony Hill, is off the rim, no good. Green River the rebound. Kalen Crane puts it up and puts it in. He was fouled on his way up, so he'll go to the free throw line with a chance to make it a three-point play and make it a three-point game. Nice work by Crane, getting inside, and talked about how some of these guys, come out looking pretty skinny and they fill out. Well, this guy is legitimately pretty skinny, but he's able to get inside. He's totally unafraid.
Yeah.
Oh, free throw is off the rim, no good. Price rebound for the Blazers. Gets it off to Curry. Austin going to go inside. Down the lane, layup attempt is no good. Rebound Hill for Green River. Gets it off to Washington. Washington over the half-court line. Curry following him defensively. Looking at a kind of a shifting 1-3-1 deep zone defense. Here's a pass across the court intended for Washington. It was tipped out of bounds over the sideline by Centralia. Gators have it.
Yeah, pretty fast-paced again in the opening minutes of the second half.
Well, they had a chance to get their win. There's Crane up to Washington, top of the key in the front court. He's going to bring it back out to near the mid-court line. Pass off now to the right wing to Cole Luckett. Luckett to Crane. Jump shot just inside the free throw line is off the rim. No good. Rebound Broughton for Centralia. Joshua over the half-court line right in front of the bench, and he was kind of working a tightrope trying to avoid an official coming down the line and ended up stepping out of bounds right in front of the Centralia bench. Good job getting around the referee, but just never really quite got his balance back after that. So Green River on the turnover. Has the basketball. They've got it in the front court. There's Washington. Skip pass out to Crane on the right wing. Work at the perimeter on the right point. Now here is number 24. That is Cole Luckett going inside, taking a shot. No good. And rebound. Green River put back attempt is going to be blocked in down low. That was Tarek Omer taking the shot. Didn't see too much of him in the first half. And we're talking about that when we had our mics killed, because Omer has had about 7 or 8 double-doubles this season, but played very sparingly in the first half. Centralia foul was whistled on Braden Hamill. That was his first. Blazers have 2 here in the second half already. 18.5 to go. Centralia up by 4. Reverse attempt is no good by Cole Luckett. Blazers have the basketball coming down the lane. With the basketball was Austin Curry. Got tied up. Tripped up even, and they're going to call that one on, I believe that was Cole Luckett who got the foul. Was that? Yep, Cole Luckett, number 24. That's the second personal, first team foul. Blazers will inbound it. There's Hanold on the right side, and up to Tyrese George on the post. Gets the ball off to LeBrandon Price, who puts it up and puts it in. Nice work by LeBrandon, cutting in from the left side, catching that pass from Tyrese George. Blazers lead back up to 6 at 41-35, just under 18 to go here in the second half. Gators with the ball in the front court, working the ball around the perimeter. Here's Washington, touch pass in down to Luckett. He's going to bring it back out. Rather, that is Elmeg. Elmeg back outside. Here's Luckett, three-point shot. Left point is off the rim, no good. And Broughton the rebound for the Blazers. Broughton to Price. Price going to look to go coast to coast. Can't do it. Off to Hanold in the right corner. And a spin move and whistle blown. Traveling violation.
Yep, the traveling there. That was an obvious travel, I think.
Travel, okay, 41-35. Washington going to be picked up at the midcourt line defensively by Curry. It's back off to Crane. Back into the lane. Here's Luckett. In and out. Tough Lucker on the reverse layup attempt. No good. Blazers the rebound. Here comes George. Gets a pass over the half-court line to Broughton. Broughton in back down to George. Going to be double teamed. Back up top. It goes to Price to Hanold on the right side. Goes inside to Broughton. Cutting in through the lane. Puts it up and puts it in. Nice ball movement by the Blazers. We now have their biggest lead of the night at 43-35. 16:52 to go here in the second half. The Blazers underneath, taking a shot and putting it up, putting it in, and getting fouled for his trouble is Tarek Omer, 6'4" sophomore from Las Vegas. They're going to call that one on Tyrese George, 6'7" freshman out of Kapolei, Hawaii. We're seeing more and more players in the NWAC from Hawaii, especially the women players. Of course, you got Tiana Hanahano on the team this year. We had a couple of Hawaiians last year,
Yeah,
the women's team.
We've seen a lot from Alaska, and now we're starting to see them from Hawaii.
43-37. Blazers have the basketball in the front court. There's a little floater by Broughton on the baseline, left side off the rim, no good. Green River rebound in transition. Coming up as Omer puts it up and puts it in. Now we're seeing a little bit of what I expected in the first half. Other end, here's Curry, runs into Hill. Down low, there is a collision. Hill hit the deck. And they're going to call Anthony Hill with the foul for Green River, the 6'4" freshman from Federal Way. As we'll see Armand Brar, 6'5" sophomore from Kent.
Yeah, it's Hill's third, too, so they're going to bring him out.
It's going to hurt them a bit. He was quite productive for them in the first half. Blazers with the ball on the baseline. Broughton looking to throw it in. Good pressure on the throw in. Gets it in to Price. Price, little shot in the lane from 6 feet out. That's no good. Rebound, Green River. Here's Crane, front court, right side. Going to bring it back out to the point of the right. 16-10 to go. 22 on the shot clock. Now in the lane, there's Omeg. Back out to Washington. Three-point shot. Left point, no good. Rebound, Dorsey for the Blazers. And there's a long pass down the floor. It's going to be taken away, picked off out of the air by Cole Luckett. Here's Luckett coming in down low, and there is Omeg. Tarek Omer. Whistle blown as timeout is taken. By Centralia is that 8-point lead. Well, now it's down to 2 at 43-41. 15:49 to go here in the second half. Green River on a bit of a run, and Tarek Omer has been a key man.
Seemed like he sparked him when he came in. So we, still a lot of physical play in there too. The refs letting a lot of bumping going on. And not really sure when they're going to call a foul or not.
So not sure the players are either, but they're going at it though. Again, these are two teams that really want to win, and with only one game left in the season after tonight, this is going to be pretty much it for both of them. So they're going at it, and I think the referees might understand the gravity of that situation and be letting them play.
I think so.
Which is fine. You'd rather see that than a bunch of ticky-tack stuff getting called.
Right, yeah.
We've seen games like that, too.
Yeah, definitely. And it makes the game a lot longer. And
I'll say. Okay, they break, both teams break from their respective benches. 15:49 to go, a 2-point Blazer lead. They've got the basketball. Up 43-41. Here's Curry coming out of the backcourt. It'll be picked up by Washington. Stops his dribble, gets it back out to LeBrandon Price. LeBrandon's going to go inside, puts it up, puts it in, rolls it in.
Nice athletic move by him.
Nice work by LeBrandon. 4-point lead for the Blazers now. And at the other end, here's a pass thrown away by Green River. There was a pass intended for Cole Luckett. Didn't hang on to it. Blazers have it back. Here's Curry over the timeline. Back up to Price on the right point. It's up to Dorsey at the free throw line, looking to go inside. Ball popped loose by Omer. And now you've got a mad scramble for the ball. Centralia gets it back. Here's Curry, left point, back up top to Dorsey. 3-point shot, banks it in off the glass.
10 seconds left on that shot clock.
DJ Dorsey getting that lead back up to 7 for the Blazers. And now there's a steal in the front court. Now they're going to be tied up. Jump ball called as reaching in and popping the ball loose was Braden Hanold, who was immediately wrapped up along with the ball by a Green River player. Jump ball called. Possession arrow goes in favor of the Blazers. Austin Curry calling a play. Coming over the half-court line. Looking at that zone. Looking to direct traffic there. There's Price, draws a double back outside. It comes to Broughton. 3-point shot is up and in for the right wing.
There's a lot of good teamwork on that possession there. Centralia taking time to pass the ball.
Nice shot by Broughton. 51-41, biggest lead of the Blazers game at 10 points. And a traveling violation called against Green River's Tara Gomer, who had good position and put a spin move in the lane to get even better position, but at some point in time the referees like you to put the ball on the floor if you're going to do that. 51-41 is our score. Curry, front court. Washington watching him. Going to get it up to Broughton, who's going to bring it out.
10 on the shot clock.
Tip-off circle. Down to 8. Here's Josh looking to go in down low. Tried to skip a pass into LeBrandon Price, but a whistle blown and a foul called. Go
I
ahead.
was saying some of the earlier games, Centralia losses, I think they've let the shot clock go down a little bit too far, and they had to take some desperation shots.
Armin Braun with the foul. That's his second personal. Both teams with 3 here in the second half. Inbounds pass comes to Handel. Back up top it goes to Price. Little stutter step move inside, puts it up, puts it in. A little floating jumper from the left side about 6 feet out. Now a 12-point Centralia lead. Hoping to blow this game open a bit. Looking for their second league win. In down low is Cole. Luckett puts it up, puts it in. Cleared some space, and boy, they are letting him play, aren't they?
Oh, yeah. Kind of threw his hip in.
I've seen I've seen less contact in the bowling alley.
Or in a hockey game, man.
There you go. There's a shot by Austin Curry the other way from the left-hand side. It's up and in. Lead back up to 12 for the Blazers at 55-43. 13-12 to go. Green River, front court. There's a shot on the baseline by Elmer. That's off the rim, no good. And rebound pulled down by the Gators. Here's Tara Gomer. Gomer down to Luckett, looking to go up. And Aaron's shot is off the rim, no good. Centralia with a rebound. They're in transition. 2-on-1 break. There's Handel. Little floater in the lane is up and in.
Back on that one, Broughton got the block, actually.
Oh, did he get that?
Yeah, he got a block. So the Blazers got the ball. But, you know, we've been saying he's a workhorse, and he's been getting a lot of rebounds. And
just does it all at both ends. Again,
really,
that's the kind of player that college coaches at the 4-year level like to see.
Yeah. Just really, you know, at 6'2", I mean, wow. I mean, I'm really impressed by all the rebounds he's able to. He always seems to be in the right place at the right time, too.
Got 12:47 to go here in the second half.
Got the pep band going, and nice to hear them. I'm trying to figure out some of the songs. Some of them sound familiar to me.
Oh, they do. I think I've heard a lot of them in a lot of the high school gyms I've called games from.
Yeah. Might have even heard it seemed like earlier I heard almost a Herb Albert song, maybe. Kind of reminded me.
He's going to be playing at one of the casinos here. I
Oh,
don't
is
know
that
if it's
right?
well, I'd be advertising it anyway,
yeah,
so let's not.
But
do
he
that
will
yet.
be, huh? He's still out there blowing.
Yeah,
the
he
trumpet.
is. Yeah. Well, the lady who was on the whipped cream cover lives in
Right.
Longview.
That's
I
right.
guess.
I read that story about that.
Yeah, what a cover. That's nice. And they're taking a pass away, putting it up and in. It's Braden Handel. He just saw that one coming, and easy as you please. Blazers lead now at 16, and there's a steal by Curry, and they go in down low. DJ Dorsey, my goodness. Now they are breaking this one open as we see a full court press being put up by the Blazers. 61-43, 18-point advantage. The other end, here's Luckett taking a shot, no good. Whistle blown underneath and a foul called as the long rebound came out to Kalen Crane.
Like 23 might have been. He's kind of arguing. No, 33. Huh? Or is that
just 3? That's
just 3.
going to be. Well, now if that's going to be on Joshua Broughton, I thought he had 3 fouls in the first half.
That's
but,
what I thought too.
That's okay. There's a shot taken in down low by Tara Gomer. That's no good. Rebound for Centralia. Looking to put this puppy away. In the front court now, there's Handel. Left-hand side, 3-point shot on the way. In and out, no good. And trying to keep the rebound in was Robbie and Harris, a 6'3 freshman from Lakewood. Ball was tipped out, though, but Centralia will maintain possession. Handled on the throw into the baseline. Nope, they're going to trade places. Austin Curry's going to throw it in with 12:01 to go. Blazers by 18. Inbound pass comes Robbie and Harris. Takes a shot, no good, but he was fouled on his way up. Knocked his arm a bit, and I think that's why the ball had a little more English on it when he put it up. Foul blown, whistled on Reuben Collier. First of 2 shots by Harris is off the rim, no good.
So Collier from Jack Benny's hometown. Is a lot of listeners are probably going, "Who's Jack Benny?"
Some old guy. Second free throw is off the mark, and Green River with a rebound. Jack Benny's story to tell you once we get a break. So I remember it. Here's Kalen Crane looking to go baseline left. Ball was stripped loose, but a whistle blown and a foul called. Jack Benny later in life was living in the San Francisco area. And some radio station, we'll pick it up later. Inbounds pass comes to Reuben Collier in the game now for Green River. Working the ball around the right-hand side. There's Crane. Little jump shot, no good. Skying for the rebound is Robbie and Harris of the Blazers. It's about to Curry. Curry over the half-court line, right side. And there's a three-pointer. LeBrandon Bryce off the rim, no good. Ball is kept in bounds. Here's Curry from the other side. He puts it up and in. Little floater from about 16 feet out on the left-hand side. 20-point lead for the Blazers. Not time to reach for the Red Auerbach Memorial cigar yet, but it's looking a little better each passing minute.
Or the Jack Benny cigar.
Oh, Jack. Yeah, we're really dating ourselves here, aren't
That's
we?
right.
Loran, here's a three-point shot taken by Collier for Green River, the left side, no good. Citrelli the rebound. Oh, Curry, nice play. Faked the defender up in the air, dropped it off to Robbie and Harris. Took a shot, and it was no good, though. Rebound, Green River. Good idea for Curry, though, on that play. Now there is Luckett, puts it up, puts it in slices between 2 defenders. For the deuce off the glass on the left-hand side. 63-45. Jack Benny listening to a radio station in San Francisco, and they had a call-in contest for Jack Benny impersonations. And he thought, well, I'll try this. He came in third, imitating himself.
Oh, boy. So, meanwhile, Dorsey gets the bucket and he gets fouled. But that is a funny story, you know. And
a true story. Yes.
Somebody
This would have
probably
been
was
in the late 60s, I
exaggerating.
think.
Yeah. It's too funny.
Guess he just wasn't himself those days. There's Dorsey at the free throw line. Nobody for Centralia in the lane because he's got 2 shots coming. No, he doesn't, actually. That was
one.
interesting.
Yeah, well,
Just
no,
the
I think
one.
he got the bucket, and then they
Just a three-point
Just a
play.
yeah.
Okay, 66-45 is our score. Blazers by 21. At the other end, there's whistle blown and foul called.
number 4, I believe, but we'll see. No, they're going to
It's
call.
going to be on DJ Dorsey, the
Dorsey,
6'4
yeah.
freshman from Lacey. So we're going to see Joshua Broughton check back in after a short respite. At the line for Green River is Reuben Collier, the 6-footer from Waukegan. First free throw is up and in for Collier. 10:24 to go here in the second half. 66-46.
Yeah, Jack Benny from the vaudeville era, right?
Oh, yeah.
He's
Yeah, he did vaudeville and did some guest spots on radio. And in fact, I've got an MP3 of his very first broadcast, which I don't know how I got a hold of that one, but it's now 66-47, and there is Braden Hanold's shot in the lane, about 10 feet out from straight out, no good. Rebound, Green River. Here's Crane over the half-court line, looking to go inside. He's not going to have room. Drops it back off for Tommy Gator. Back out to Crane on the left side. He's going to look to go inside. Oh, kept the ball, put it up, put it in. Looked like he was looking to go for the slam. Thought better of it and just rolled it up and in.
yeah, smart move by him too.
Yeah, I don't think he would have gotten that slam. Other end, there's Hanold, 3-point shot. Left side, no good. And, keeping the ball in bounds was a Green River player, but got it right to LeBrandon Price. And the ball thrown in, so it looks like Green River starting to lose their composure a bit here.
Little
As
bit, yeah.
they are trailing 68-49, but they're really rushing things out there.
Yeah, I think that full court press is bothering them.
Foul. The foul on Dorsey, by the way, was his 4th. Here's Hanold now. Looks to go inside to Broughton. Oh my goodness, kicks it back outside. 3-point shot, left wing by Price is off the rim, no good. Gators with a rebound. Kaylin Crane drops a pass in down low on the baseline. Hill is going to put it up, no good. Here come the Blazers again, back in transition. 3-point shot, handled, right side, in and out, tough Lucker. Scramble the rebound, handled, gets it behind the back, pass in the lane to Joshua Broughton. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, we saw an over-the-head pass earlier from him that was pretty impressive.
He's got a nice touch, I'll tell you what. He's got a real sense of where people are on the floor. You don't see that too often at this level.
Yeah, Hanno,
At least successfully.
yeah, Hanno and I have seen over the course of the season hit a lot of threes. When he's able to set his feet and get his shot off, he's pretty deadly with that 3-point shot.
Timeout taken on the floor by Green River, and I guess as well they might. 70-49. This game slipping away from Green River as the Blazers 9 minutes, 7 seconds away from their second league win of the season and 5th overall before they have to hit the road for their final games. And they'll be playing in Grays Harbor.
Yep.
And Jokers have a gym on their own on the campus now. I know back in the day, for years and years, Grays Harbor used to play at Sam Ben Gymnasium at Aberdeen, a high school gym with press boxes, which is something you don't see too very often.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, it's funny. I mean, one of my first radio jobs was in Aberdeen. Never made it over to any of the games, but Grays Harbor was, one of those places where it's fun to visit. I lived there for about. Well, it was 8 months, but it seems like a couple years. No, I'm kidding. It's actually a nice place. They had the Wishkah Mall, the South Shore Mall was just getting started
nice.
there. And
As I recall my days doing Grays Harbor Gulls games on KCD AM. There's at the other end. There's Austin Curry. Boy, he's got some points tonight. We'll see if we can get the stats before we sign off for the evening. 72-49, a 23-point lead for the Blazers. We've seen some pressing going on by Centralia. They can smell victory here. And Stenseth puts it up, puts it in. Lars Stenseth, 6'3", freshman from Cedro Woolley up in Skagit County. 72-51, 21-point Blazers lead with 8.5 to go here in this ball game. At the other end there is LeBrandon Price. He's got his share of points here too. A lot of scoring here in the second half.
I think if I'm Centralia, when I get down to the 5-minute mark, I'm going to try to keep running the clock down a little bit more and not take quick shots. Got such a big lead.
Yeah, may as well when you're that far ahead, and the clock is your friend.
That's right.
Now there's
so quiet in here right now. What happened?
I don't know. Everything is.
We were talking about Jack Benny. I think it disquieted everything.
That's it. We lost our audience.
That's right. Like, what are they talking about?
Should I even mention Bing Crosby? Well, they might have heard from him. He was from Tacoma.
That's
actually.
right. He was. Yeah.
8:22 to go here in the second half. And another foul called on the floor against Centralia. This one on Austin Curry. That's his first foul of the night. That's going to send 5'10" sophomore guard Jordan Washington to the free throw line for the Gators. Green River in a bonus situation. Centralia with 7 fouls here in the half. The throw is off the rim, no good. That was 1-1. Blazers with the rebound. There's Hennel, 3-point shot, left corner is off the rim, no good. And the man from Alaska, that is Dante Sims coming up with the rebound. He's in the game now, working the point up top. Kaylin Crane watching him, gets it off to Hannell. Braden look at the drive, doesn't do it. And got a pass off to LeBrandon, make that to Robbie and Harris on the right wing. And Robbie in a little stutter step. Referee called him for the step. The stuttering was fine. Green River now in the front court. Looking to go inside is Washington. Scoop layup, puts it up, puts it in. Whistle blown, foul called on the play. That is going to go against Dante Sims, 6-foot freshman out of Juneau.
Yeah. Still a pretty good crowd out tonight here on Hall of Fame night and Jack Benny night. It's,
well, Jack Benny's in a Hall of Fame somewhere.
He probably is, yes.
And the free throw attempt for the 3-point play, no good. But the rebound put back is up and in by Anthony Hill. Pretty quiet here in the second half after an active first half. Now here is Braden Hanold.
Out of Puyallup, right? And he,
Braden, let's see.
I think he's out of Puyallup. I'm pretty
He
sure.
is out of Puyallup, yep. Out of Heward country.
That's right. We've had over the years, we've had a number of players from Puyallup play here. So
That's right. And Sumner, too. I remember, the women's team. Why can't I think of her name now? I've always thought she should have gone into radio.
I know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
I can't remember. It's been years.
It has. Handled at the free throw line after that foul on Lars Stenseth. The shot is off the rim. No good. Tara Steinthal. That's it.
That's right.
Good player, too. And unafraid of the microphone, which I kind of liked.
A very good women's player
She was
for our
good.
team, yeah.
Was. Yeah, I like Tara. Dante Sims, the backcourt. Green River putting on a bit of a press on Curry. Pass down to Hanold. Oh, tried it over the over the shoulder pass to number 21 Tyrese George, but the ball was knocked out over the end line by a Green River player. Hanold on the inbounds. Looking for an open player. Still looking. Gets it into George. Stenseth watching him. Cross-court pass to Hanold. Braden going to go inside. Puts it up and in, but no good. They're going to whistle him for a charge. He sliced between two defenders and banged into one of them, who apparently had his feet set. Now they're calling him.
That's right. Yeah, well, we've seen a lot of contact, and it could have gone either way on a lot of the calls and a lot of no calls, too. So
Here's Kaylin Crane. Puts it up, puts it in, just under the basket. Hooked it in for the deuce. It's a 20-point Centralia lead, 74-57, just under 7 to go here in the ball game. And now there's a strip of the ball as Washington took it away from number 2, Austin Curry, who actually lost it as much as Washington taking it away from him. Tried to spin move in and didn't bring the ball with him. And there was Washington, who went down the floor, put it up, didn't get it, but putting the ball, getting the foul, though, was Austin Curry.
Curry's second, so not too much to worry about.
Not quite. The lead now back down to 15, though, and of course we watched that first game where Green River started creeping in a little bit against the Blazer women. Free throws off the rim, no good. Rebound for Green River, though, with just under 7 to go. Can't really put this one in the hip pocket just yet.
Not yet.
There's Washington. Crossover dribble, back out to Hill. 3-point shot, left side, no good. Going up for the rebound is Curry. Austin Curry over the timeline. Looking to go around the screen. Gets it off to Hanold instead, who had the ball popped loose. Oh, my goodness. Washington all over him defensively. Back off to Curry in the front court. Right side going to be doubled. Back out to Hanold. 3-point shot. That's off the mark. No good. Rebound, Green River. Outlet pass down the floor to Washington. Going to try to get pass off to Crane. He's going to be cut off defensively by number 21. That's Tyrese George. And there's a pass in down low. And that was Crane. Crane scoring a lot on the inside. That one was from about 8 feet out. There's Tyrese George taking an entry pass in down low and putting it up and in off the glass. With little resistance by the Gators. It's now 76-61. The end, 3-point shot for Crane. That's no good. Rebound for Hanold for Centralia. Here's Sims over the timeline being doubled. Front court. Left side, back up top it goes to LeBrandon Price. Goes him down low. Price is going to go in the lane. Puts it up, puts it in. He was fouled on his way up with the shot.
We see some good passes by Centralia.
We
A lot
really
of
are
good
tonight.
team play, yeah.
78-61 our score. Both teams in the bonus situation at the line. As we'll see DJ Dorsey check back in for Tyrese George. Hanold going to check out as well for the Blazers.
Seems like Centralia, the players are really active on the court, and some of the games I've seen, they didn't seem like they were moving as well.
At the line is LeBrandon Price looking for a 3-point play, and he's got it. 79-61, Blazer lead back up to 18. 5.5 left. Washington, who has logged a lot of minutes tonight, as Green River coach Ryan Blastingame has not really gone to his bench that much. Top of the key is Washington. Gets it back out now. This is number 4. That's Tommy Gator, who is a bench player. Takes a shot, no good. Rebound, Price. Went up for that one. Off to Curry. He's going to throw the ball out of the backcourt. Up to Broughton at the free throw line. Back out to DJ Dorsey. 3-point shot off the back of the iron, no good. And keeping the ball in bounds, or at least attempting to, was LeBrandon Price. The referee ruling that he was out of bounds before he threw it back in.
Just under 5 minutes now left in the game, too.
Gators in the front court. There's Washington on the left point. Back out to Crane on the left wing. Back up to Washington. Let's get the pass out to number 4. That is Gator. Gator passes picked off by Curry, who floats down the lane, puts it up and puts it in. Timeout now called by Centralia.
So nice athletic play there by, we've said that all night, by Curry. He's so fluid when he has that ball. And, you know, some players would try to dunk that and probably would have been fouled and maybe missed the shot. But Curry was smart. He went up and just laid it off the glass.
The thing about Curry that I've noticed tonight too, Wade, is that it looks so effortless, and it doesn't really look as if he's going as fast as he really is, because it's just, like you say, it's fluid. And he picks it up. Just what he does is in the flow of the game, generally speaking. He doesn't force things.
Yeah.
And I like seeing that. You don't really see that too often from freshmen.
Yeah,
but he's got a real presence out there.
I've really enjoyed watching him over the course of the year. And in first quarter, I had him in, a class, and he's, of course, a freshman here. So I wasn't really sure, what his game would be like. But, watching him, wow, I'm really enjoying it. I hope he's coming back next year.
A lot of guys would like to see back here next year, but as we talked about at halftime,
sure,
a lot can happen between
other colleges, bigger colleges can come looking for him, and there's a lot of things.
Yeah, or they decide that they want to work and make money, and they'll save college for later. I mean, this is again, it's a tough level to coach at, because you don't really know from year to year what you're going to have for the season until they start showing up in September.
And you can imagine how recruiting goes, because you might have a player you're after, and then a 4-year college comes around at the last minute and
that's happened.
Offers, because they lose players and they go, we got to fill our roster, and the next thing you know, a player that you thought you had is going to a 4-year school.
All right, we're back in action. 4.5 minutes to go. 81-61. Blazers up by 20. And they're getting a little closer to the victory here. We won't declare it, but I can feel the Roytown in the pocket. Should we get some sponsorship dollars for that? Here. Oh, my goodness. Spinning in the lane for Green River with the shot was Tara Gomer. Didn't get the shot, but he did draw the foul. Stopped the clock with 4:11 to go.
Well, I think that Jack Benny Estate probably, we've been talking, pushing him, so.
Did Jack do this? That was George Burns, I think, who did the cigars. Jack Benny was the violin.
Yeah, but I think he smoked cigars too sometimes.
He might have, yeah. Maybe at an off moment. Or Mary Livingston maybe did.
But we're not endorsing smoking cigars,
well,
of course.
No.
Or anybody smoking at all. That's
right. Yeah, keep your radio smoke free.
That's right.
And the free throw line is Tara Gomer after the foul on Joshua Broughton. That's his 4th personal. Homer's second free throw is off the back of the rim, no good. And going up and getting the rebound was Price, who took it right in front of his teammate Dante Sims. It's okay, Jason Moyer, the head coach, will take it no matter who gets it, as long as they have a white jersey. There's Dorsey, drops a pass in down low. We are seeing some good ball movement here. There's Price, little spin move, works his way up for the deuce, puts it up and in off the glass. 83-61, 22-point lead for the Blazers. Biggest of the night. Here's Kalen Crane. Ball stripped away by Dante Sims. Down to Curry, puts it up. Oh, no good. Put back attempt was no good by Broughton. And the rebound by Crane for Green River. Looking to go, gets the pass down low to Stenseth. Goes under the rim and hooks it around with the reverse layup. 83-63, 3:23 to go. Blazers by 20. Sims front court, right point, looking to go inside. Drops a pass off down low to DJ Dorsey. Puts it up, puts it in.
Seems like sometimes the art of the bounce pass isn't used as much.
No, we've seen quite a bit of that tonight, though.
Yeah, we definitely have. It's making a comeback.
Like the center jump after every basket. Let's not have that.
No.
Here come the Blazers. Back in front, there's Price. Three-point shot up and in from the right-hand side. 25-point lead.
Yeah,
Now
nice shot.
I think we'll break out the stogie for this one. I think the party's over here. 88-63. There's Crane, three-point shot, left-hand side, no good, and the long rebound tipped out to Curry. There's Curry over the half-court line. Tried to get a pass in down low to Sims. Ball tipped out over the end line by Tara Gomer. As we'll see, Robbie and Harris and Tyrese George check in. Price and Curry checking out for the Blazers. 2:25 to go. Centralia with the basketball, front court with a 25-point lead. Here's Sims. Back out to Harris. Dorsey has it now, right outside, goes inside the baseline, off the rim, no good. Ball tipped out over the end line. It'll be Green River basketball. I think it might have gone off the hands of Robbie and Harris. 88-63. Over the half-court line now for Green River is Tommy Gator. And the pass is stolen by Centralia. Very little going right for Green River here in the second half. Now in the front court, Centralia has it. There's Broughton. Back off to Harris. Now to Dorsey, looking to go inside, spin move in the lane, shoots over Stenseth, off the rim, no good. Rebound comes down to the hands of Green River's Tara Gomer. Gators in transition, Narrowmeyer taking a shot, no good. Put back attempt, no good. There's Broughton flagging the ball down underneath. He's going to hand it off to Robbie and Harris for the deuce. Nice unselfish play for Joshua Broughton. Other end, there's Stenseth, three-point shot from the left corner is off the rim, no good. Ball tipped out over the end line. And the referee ruling that it was off the hands of a Blazer player.
Just a minute 15 left. And Broughton, yeah, very unselfish player, and you could see it right there.
Inbounds pass comes to Stenseth. Back out now to number 20. This is Mark Lee, his first action. Ball stripped away from him. There's Sims. Oh, nice pass to Harris, who takes a shot, puts it up, puts it in. Robbie and Harris.
So nice athletic, we've been saying that all night, nice athletic move, but it was, and able to get that ball to go in. Gets to go to the line and try to make it a three-point play here. So
1:06 to go, and Broughton's going to sit down.
Yeah, sophomore, the last home game here. Enjoyed watching him over the last couple years.
He's a nice player. Harris puts it up, looking for the three-point play. Doesn't get it, but with minute 1 to go, pretty academic at this point. 29-point lead for the Blazers. The basketball in the front court is Mark Lee. Gets passed in down low, putting it up, putting in Michael Williams. 6'1" freshman. Out of Seattle. You got about 12 or 13 high schools you could choose for that. Whole league, in fact. 92-65 our score. Centralia has the lead. They got the basketball, and they got 32 seconds to salt this game away.
Under 10 on their shot clock, 7.
Here's Dorsey, left-hand side, hands it off to Dante Sims. Somebody's going to need to shoot. Dorsey does. Jumper off the rim, no good. Rebound comes down to Green River, 18 seconds left. And, oh, my goodness, almost losing it was Tommy Gator. And coming up with the loose ball was Michael Williams. Whistle blown, foul called with 12.5 seconds left.
Called on Price there, so I think maybe with all the contact earlier, they just let that one go. And so no, the refs have been doing a good job all night. They really have.
Well, again, they've been letting him play, which is what you like to see. And they've been pretty consistent as far as what they're calling. First free throw is up and in by Williams. That foul was whistled on Robbie and Harris, the 6'3" freshman out of Lakewood.
Price was raising his hand like it was his foul.
Just loading up the stat sheet. Second free throw is no good. Brandon Price with the rebound. 8 seconds left. And he's going to hook a pass over to Dante Sims. 1 second, and there you go.
There you go.
92-66, a nice win for the Blazers. in their final home game of the season and the final home game period for Joshua Broughton, as we see both teams shaking hands right from the scores table here.
And we hear the victory tune by the hemp band.
I guess so.
So that's always good. I don't know if that's actually the victory tune, but they're playing.
Well, tonight
so
it is.
Yeah. So it's good game by the Trail. I really like the passing, all the passing going on, unselfish play, and they did a great job moving that ball around. So you got to be pleased with that.
Yeah, and, you saw they were sharing the ball and they were working hard on defense, and they were really going after a lot of second chance points too.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see the total rebounds. Good game, Coach. Congratulate Coach Moore there. To see the rebounds, because I know early in the first half, Centralia had a pretty good edge on rebounds, so we'll see what the total was.
Well, here we go. Oh, my goodness. And, Centralia kept the advantage in rebounds. They finished up with 55 on the night. Green River had 41, so a 14-board advantage for Centralia. Brandon Price with 13 to lead both teams. Again, this is the guard who did this. Just a great night for LeBrandon all around. He had 20 points, 13 rebounds, 5 assists, and a steal. Those 20 points, by the way, also leading both teams. Austin Curry with 19 points on 9 of 15 shooting. 13 points for 3 players. Joshua Broughton had 13 on 4 of 5 shooting from the field. Also 13 for Braden Hanold and DJ Dorsey. 8 points for Tyrese George off the bench, and Robbie and Harris with 4 points off the bench. Dante Sims, no points in 16 minutes. For Green River, they were led by the 19 points of Kalen Crane on 8 of 15 shooting, in the game. 11 points for Cole Luckett and Anthony Hill. 8 points rather for Tara Gomer, and 6 points for Jordan Washington, Lars Stenseth, and we're looking at 3 points for Michael Williams late in the game, and 2 points for Ruben Collier. Let's take a look at the shooting percentages. And Centralia really lit it up in the second half after going 16 of 40 from the field in the first half. The Blazers were 24 of 41 in the second half for 58.5%. So for the game, Centralia 40 of 81 from the field. That's just a tick under 50% at 49.4. For the Raiders of Green River, they were 29 of 72 from the field for the game, 40.3%. They actually shot a little better in the second half of the field. Green River did at 15 of 36, where they were 14 of 36 in the first half. Free throws, Centralia finished the game 8 of 16 at the line. Nothing terrific, but wow. Better than Green River, though. They were 6 of 15.
I think, to account for some of those, the shooting percentage was Centralia took a lot of close-in shots because there's a lot of good passing. They could just bounce it off, from about 5 feet out. They're hitting off the glass instead of taking a lot of three-point shots.
Now, assists. Centralia had 19 assists to Green River's 12. Leading the way for the Blazers was the 5 of LeBrandon Price, 4 for Braden Hanold, and 3 apiece for Austin Curry, Joshua Broughton, and Dante Sims. And of the 12 assists for Green River, 3 of those went to Cole Luckett. That was their lead for their assist to turnovers ratio. Centralia came out ahead on that one, 19 assists, 18 turnovers, and they forced 22 turnovers against Green River. And points off turnovers, that was a bit of a determining factor too. Centralia with 28 points off turnovers to the 16 of Green River. 3-point shooting for the night, 2 of 21 for Green River. They kept on firing up the threes, and they kept on not dropping. Not a whole lot better for the Blazers, to be honest, 4 of 22. But again, it wasn't as critical for them to hit their threes because they just widened up that lead. Because again, at the half, it was a 39-33 Centralia lead, so they widened. That was an impressive win overall.
Yeah, very impressive for Centralia, and they move on to Grays Harbor, and hopefully they can keep that momentum going. Grace Harbor, let's see, Grace Harbor is 3-9 on the season.
And 7-20 overall. And I think if the Blazers play like they did tonight, especially the second half, they've got better than a puncher's chance of winning that one on Wednesday of next week as well.
All right. Well, Bruce, thanks.
We're both losing our voices, so we may as well wrap this up.
Yes. It's been a long night. There was so much action going on.
It really was. Yeah, that was
really
a pretty hyperkinetic game out there.
Right. So that was fun. The next game that we'll be doing both on the web and locally on the cable will be the All-Star game, high school All-Star game. I believe that's March 8th.
Okay, where
So
we get
join us then.
some of the seniors from around the area, and boys and girls both. So,
Boys and, yeah, it's always they have a 3-point contest, I think, at the half. And you see some of the leading scorers in the first half not shoot so well in the second half because they've thrown their arm out shooting all those threes. So, but anyways, join us for that. Thanks for joining us tonight. And Bruce, thanks for coming by and helping
thank
out.
you,
We
Ed.
always appreciate seeing former students and people who have been announcing around for quite a long time. So.
Too long, some would say.
Well, you know how I feel. So, all right. Well, have a good night and join us March 8th for the high school All-Star game.
Good night, everyone.